Disclaimer.
I have never done a vlog before, so honestly, please bear with me. I tend to go on some rambling tangents and incomplete finished thoughts. But with that being said, please enjoy the video regardless. Hello! So this is my first vlog video that I'm posting on this channel. I don't usually do this type of content, but I figured this is something I should probably share with the class because this might help somebody, this might inspire somebody, and I want to show you guys my progress. If y'all don't know me, my name is Ari. I go by Ty. My username is TySperdocs, which is why I go by Ty. And I am a digital artist and have been drawing for pretty much my entire life, but haven't really done digital art until about 2013, 2012, around that time. I've been going to conventions for about 9 to 10 years, and I decided to dabble a little bit into selling at conventions. Now, with that being said, as I'm making this video, I have never tabled at a convention before. I'm currently working on producing my merchandise so that I can table at my first convention, which will be in October to November. And yeah, I'm just really excited to show you guys as to what I've been working on for these last couple of weeks / months. Now, disclaimer, I'm still in the infancy of my business. Like, I am still working on trying to get a website running, business license, all sorts of stuff like that. And honestly, I am excited, looking forward to it, but also it's taking a little bit longer than I'm sure it would for a lot of people because this is getting paid. I'm paying for this out of pocket. And honestly, with a job that's paying minimum wage, it's kind of hard to do. So, with that being said, I guess I'll show you guys what merchandise I ordered and show you what I have in mind. Okay, so I ordered my stuff using Grace. If you haven't heard of it, Grace is a manufacturer based in China that a lot of artists use when it comes to making merchandise. So this includes but not limits to pins, buttons, acrylic keychains, lanyards, pillows, all sorts of stuff. And honestly, their quality is pretty good. And the great thing about them is that they have a low MOQ, so minimum order quantity, and I think that's amazing compared to other businesses, because not every business is going to give you a low MOQ, especially with a good price like that. I ordered my stuff August 1st or 2nd, and today, as I'm recording this, it is August 21st. So roughly about 20 to 21 days for everything to be finished and finalized. So right now it's en route to ship to my house, and it took about, I want to say, about a week or two for them to finish up the renderings and the production of the stuff before they shipped it out, because it only took a week for them to ship it out to where I live. Which honestly, that's not bad. I'm doing this months before my con, and this is just to ensure that I like the quality of the work that I'm going to receive, and that I have everything prepared for the convention I will be attending, because last thing I want is to be scrambling and then I'm missing something, and then that kind of just messes up the flow a little bit, because you want to stay consistent and also on top of things. Otherwise, if you're not consistent before the con, you might not be consistent during the con. So hello, it's been a couple days since my last recording. So the last time I recorded was maybe about a week or two ago, maybe about a week, we'll say a week, and I got my first shipment in, and that included 2 keychain designs and 3 button designs. And I said that I was awaiting my business cards. Now, They finally arrived. Today is August 27th, and this is what they look like. They turned out alright. They turned out pretty cool. I do plan on redesigning these cards, especially because right here the illustration is a little bit too dark for my taste. And on top of that, I do plan on getting a logo commission by someone that I've commissioned previously in the past, and I really like their work, and I kind of want something made by them instead of me just going on some free app trying to make up a little something. But yeah, besides the illustration, I do plan on changing the Etsy, and I might keep this website up. I might not, I'm not sure yet, but I want to eventually replace it with my storefront that I am currently working on. The Etsy was a little placeholder because at the time I designed this, I was not working on a storefront. I didn't have a storefront, but I'm a shout this out to Vogue Grace because they were in charge of making these cards again. So I got a really good deal on them, like 400. I got 400 cards. Look at that. So I'll be using these, and then I'll definitely be ordering some more business cards, more updated free, business cards for me to hand out. And yeah. Also, I would like to say that I did put in another order for some merchandise. So I currently have 3 different keychain designs coming in the mail. I just put in the order like 2 days ago. I'm waiting for someone to reach out to me about them, see if it's all good to go, get some proofing on them, and then I will be putting in an order for stickers as well using the sticker app. My first time using them. Actually, it's my first time using any of these places, so I definitely want to give you guys some, some clarity as to what it's like for me as a first-time business owner, using these manufacturers, using these business, and seeing the quality, and really shedding to light what it's like for someone who is just starting out with no business experience. I am currently working on some more stickers. I have currently, I want to say, about 4 designs ready to go. I have 3 more designs I'm working on, and then I will go ahead and put in the order. I might not use all of the designs in this first order due to funds running low, because like I said earlier, I am doing this out of pocket and I am getting paid minimum wage. I am getting paid minimum wage during my daytime jobs. So it is kind of hard to order things when I don't have that much of an income coming in. So hopefully that will change. Hopefully I'll have some flow coming in, and when I go to conventions, I'll be able to break even and make up for all the money that I invested towards these items, and we shall see. But my convention, the convention I am planning on going to, is not until October, late October, early November. And it seems like a lot away, which it kind of is, but then again, it is the last week of August, so the date is rapidly approaching, so I don't know, we'll just see. Fingers crossed that it turns out well, and yeah. Okay, excuse the fact that I'm wearing a bonnet. I don't know if I said this already, but I did get my stickers in not too long ago. They turned out really well. I ordered them off the sticker app, so thank you very much, sticker. It came at basically the time it said it was gonna arrive. So basically the earliest time was like September 6th, and it turned out really good. I like it. Yeah, just a couple of days of manufacturing and then literally a week for it to ship out. So, and then on top of that, I did also get one of my last few batches of shipment for keychains as well. So you can see that I have Fry here, and then I have Shiver right there, and then I also have Marie, so she's right there too.
and it's just a matter of me waiting for my other keychains, like the replacement keychains for Marina and Callie to arrive, as well as my Akashi buttons that I made for the IQ pin collection. So yeah, they'll arrive in a couple of days, maybe sometimes. Today is the 12th, so September 12th. So that will probably arrive sometime by next week, I want to say. But hopefully it arrives so I can take some photos of all my merchandise and start planning on what I'm going to do with prints. Yeah.
Hi guys, it's been a couple of weeks. It's been about a month. But update, convention is this Saturday. And I'm currently about to get to the store so I can finish my setup right here, finish purchasing what I need to purchase. By the end of the day today, I am going to order a couple of new prints at FedEx, because I ordered some from Staples and I don't really like how they turned out. I'm so nervous. I mean, I don't doubt for a second it's gonna turn out alright. It's gonna be fine. I'm just very scared. But I'll get back once I finish my table setup. Alright, quick update. It is literally less than 24 hours until the convention. I lost all of my excitement throughout this week because things haven't really been going as planned. One tip I will say is, for people who are planning on doing this might sound like a no-brainer, but please make sure you plan everything to the T. Even like things that you may not like you might not even think of packing or even just like bringing along with you, as well as make sure you have enough funds. Make sure you have enough funds for everything. And when you're ordering stuff, make sure you order them months beforehand. For me, this is my first time doing a vending event, which obviously you guys know, and my online shop is not open. It won't be open until after this convention ends. But for people who plan on actually opening their store first before going to a convention, make sure you have everything and actually pick a date for you to open where you know for a fact you'll have everything ready. Besides that, I have my costume ready for tomorrow because I'm going to be dressing up. My mom was like, dress up, you won't wear a costume. And I was like, okay. And she wants to dress up too. So my initial plan was for us to be Guilty Gear characters. I was going to be Abba and she was going to be Bridget. But she doesn't want me to be Abba. So I said, okay, I'll just go with my Witch Hat Atelier cosplay, my Tetia cosplay. Honestly, I've only worn this cosplay like once or twice. Maybe once out, like to a convention. We shall see how that goes. I'm not gonna be setting up completely in cosplay, just cause that's too much of a hassle, but I have to get up super early, so about like 5 o'clock in the morning, so that we can start heading down to where the convention is, because it is a 2-hour drive. But we are familiar with the area where the convention is, because that's where it's where I was born. It's the same city I was born in, so we know the area fairly well. And honestly, if I don't get any new customers this weekend, then I know my family members will help me. But yeah, I am crossing my fingers that I do well. I'm sure I'll do well somehow. Maybe. I'm losing hope in myself. I'm sorry, guys. And hopefully I just have a fun time. this is a learning experience. I don't know if you could tell, but I was crying earlier today. Oh. Anyway, guys, don't be like me. So it's been a little bit over a week since I vended at my first convention. I don't know if I said it. I don't think I did. I vended at Augusta Anime Fest, mainly because it was convenient and it was small. Convenient as in 2-hour drive, and I'm familiar with the area and I knew exactly where it was, despite me never being there before. And small as in it took place at a hotel, Doubletree Hilton, over in Augusta, Georgia. And it was pretty crowded for a small convention, I won't even lie. And honestly, when it comes to people who are just starting to vend, I highly recommend going to a smaller convention, as long as it caters to your audience. So for example, this was an anime fest. It was an anime convention. I sell anime merch, so I was seeing a lot of people who were into Haikyuu. Since I sell Haikyuu merch, I got a lot of people buying my Haikyuu merch. Surprisingly, there was a lot of people who were buying Splatoon merch as well. There was a lot of people there selling Splatoon merchandise. So I kind of want to say this was a mix of like gaming and anime in a way, not just exclusively just anime. But yeah, I want to just say that people who are fairly new to vending or even just starting off, definitely try going to a smaller convention if you're a little bit unsure. For me, I did this because I saw this as like, of course I said it's a learning experience for me, but also I wanted this to be like a little trial run, a test run for me, because I don't know if I want to continue vending or if I want to stick solely to online shops. And honestly, I liked it. I think I did pretty good for a beginner, considering that I sold at least 9 items while I was there. It was a one-day convention. I sold 9 items throughout the course of the day. The convention started at 10 and ended at 5. And yeah, I noticed there was a lot of people who, even if they didn't buy anything, they did leave a tip in my tip jar, which I will leave a photo right here of what my tip jar looked like and even what my setup looked like, because I realized I'd never showed you guys my finished setup. Apologies. Yeah, honestly, I got super scared a couple days before the event started because I was rushing to get stuff done. Like, of course, I said I got prints from FedEx and Staples. Now, I will say the pros and cons for me when it comes to both of those companies. Staples, they had the type of paper that I wanted, but FedEx had the coloring that I needed. Of course, those were just last minute decisions that I went with. In the future, I do plan on using cat print because they do specialize in art prints and they do have the type of paper and that I want, as well as a good coloring when it comes to my prints. Of course, when you are working with prints, you want to make sure that the coloring is to your standard or at least reflective of what your drawing originally looks like. That should be a no-brainer, but of course, you gotta always keep that in mind in case it slips out of your mind, you know what I mean? So today it is November 13th. Oh, this is my second take of recording this particular segment of the video, only because I left out a couple of things in my original recording,
such as how I did during the convention and what I plan on doing in the future.
There's a lot of things that I want to work on, including like my table setup, because I really think my table setup could have been a lot better if I had budgeted a little bit better than what I did originally. This is the things that I feel like I can work on, and what I want you guys to keep in mind as well when you are vending, if it's your first time. Definitely try to keep the quantity of your products like low as possible. but enough to, you know, get you by the convention, depending on how long the convention is. Like I told you, the convention I was working at was 6 hours long, just about 6 hours long. That I'm guessing. I'm not good at math, I'm just guessing. And it was a one-day event. And honestly, by the time the event ended, even though I made some sales, I did not earn back table. And hell, I didn't even reach 1/3 of the cost that I had put towards this whole vending opportunity. Even with like my merchandise and how much I spent just trying to get the resources that I need for me to open my shop. With that being said, I do have my online store open. I opened it 2 days ago and that went pretty well. Hopefully over the course of the next couple of weeks, maybe even a couple months, I will be selling my stuff online and may hopefully be earning back my table in the near future and even making up the costs that I spent over the last couple of months, because mind you, I spent a couple $1,000s and I never realized that I did until I was crunching the numbers and went,
oh my goodness, no wonder I'm broke.
So I'm gonna just loop back around to what I was saying earlier. When you're purchasing products, make sure you have just enough, but don't buy too much. Of course, my best sellers were my keychains and my buttons, my Splatoon keychains and my Haikyuu buttons. Those were my best sellers. Though I did purchase a little bit too many. When I purchased them, I got 20 of each button and 16 of each keychain. I probably would have went with like 12 keychains and 15 buttons, at least, or maximum, I should say, maximum 12 keychains, 15 buttons. Same with my prints. I ordered 12 prints, 12 prints per design. I had 6 designs and each of them had 12 prints. Now, in the future, if I were to do another small event, I would most likely go a little bit lower because I only sold maybe 3 prints. And honestly, I guess because I was panicking so much, I never stopped to realize, is this a little bit too much? Of course, I wasn't sure how much was too much because, like I said, first vending event, didn't know really where to start, kind of just test running it, just freeballing it a little bit. But now I know. My next event that I'm planning on vending will be South Carolina Comic-Con, and another local event. And honestly, for that one, it's a comic convention. Of course, it's a Comic-Con, so of course it's going to be a comic convention. But I would probably bring less stock than I did over at Anime Fest, solely because it's more geared towards comic fans, and I don't want to bring too much stock and then the stock does not sell. Now, in the event that I do sell out at the convention, then I'll make sure to have plenty of things backed up. I still have months until my next convention, so from here until next year, I'm gonna make sure I have a more fleshed out catalog of my merchandise. I'm gonna make sure that I get the prints printed the way I want them to. As for my other merchandise like stickers, buttons, keychains, those are all fine. I guess the number one thing I need to work on is my prints because they did not turn out how I wanted them to, and that really put a damper on my mood and how I was going to, like, really the outcome of the whole thing, because it put me in, I won't say a bad position, but it put me in the mindset that I wasn't going to do well. And in the end, I did do pretty well for a beginner. I did pretty well for a beginner. I should state that. Like I mentioned earlier, I opened my shop the other day. If you're interested in purchasing any of my items, this is what my website looks like. It's typeforart.bigcartel.com. And for this week only, from the 11th, because I opened on the 11th, all the way until next Monday. You can use the code OPENING for free shipping on your purchase. And yeah, that's just about it. What I would say is, I hope you guys look forward to any of my future endeavors. I probably plan on, not probably, I'm planning on hopefully doing more vlogs just so that I can document my experience, and hopefully this helps somebody else out who is just starting out. Like I said in the beginning of the video, because when I was starting, even though there's a lot of artists who are vlogging their experience at, like, let's say SAC Anime or MomoCon or Otakon, New York City, it kind of didn't help me out because these are bigger creators. These are people with big shops, and I'm looking for somebody, or I was looking for somebody who was on the same plane as me. Someone who was starting on a complete blank slate, because it kind of feels a little bit more helpful, and it makes me calm down a little bit, like, oh, okay, I can relate a little bit more because that's what I'm going through. So hopefully this can be relatable and helpful to those who wants to start vending. And if you have any questions, just leave them in the comments. I'll try to answer them as best I can. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. And if you are interested in supporting my future endeavors, please like this video, comment, maybe even subscribe, because I'm like
super funny and I'm like hella talented. Like, why wouldn't you want to subscribe to me? Like,
okay.